Hello, I was really inspired by Hank Green's video about teenage insecurities. I'm scared of dogs. I went to a party of a friend of mine's birthday, her name's Jane, and she has 7 puppies. As soon as I arrived, the door opened and she went, suddenly remembered, I'll go and put the dogs away. That's the first thing she did, so she's run off. And now I'm standing in the little waiting area, and through the door I can just see her running back and forth like a cartoon with a different puppy every time in like different positions. Everyone at the party can see her running around saying, oh, one of our guests here, his name's Alex, doesn't like dogs. So in order to impress anyone at this party, I've got to be at least as good as 7 puppies, which is, even for me, tough going. Especially because I was wearing these pink jeans as well, so I already looked like a bit of a twat coming in like, oh, he's the guy with the pink jeans, he made all the dogs go away, what a dick. So I was waiting there and I was thinking, oh, this is rubbish, feel really bad and everything. Like, I mean, obviously it's like a fear, it's not like I chose it, but still it's a pain. And I'm waiting there, and then Professor Brian Cox walked in, because he was also going to the party because he knew Jane. He walks in and Jane comes out and says, oh, hello, you're right, and I said, and I just sort of standing awkwardly in the reception area, and I didn't want him to think that for some reason the party was like, was off limits for some reason. So I said, it's alright, you can go in, I'm just waiting here because, Brian Cox, I'm just waiting here because I'm scared of the dogs. And he went, huh, even the little ones? Yeah, yes, Professor, even the little ones, thank you. And then he just walked off into the party because he has no fears. This is part of a wider occurring trend actually, which I haven't told you about, in which famous people make fun of me. I met Tim Minchin once and he was making me do stupid things, and I said, are you just trying to make me look ridiculous? And he went, you don't need any help from me to look ridiculous, and then just like turned away. I met Richard Dawkins once, and you already know this story because I told it in a video. Richard Dawkins did a talk where he described science as the poetry of reality. I met Richard afterwards and said, that science, the poetry of reality quote is brilliant. Did you come up with that, or did you get it from someone else? Because I want to make sure I attribute it correctly in my video. And he just said, yeah, I think it was me, and just walked off. Snarky bastard. No respect. So I'm at this party, and there are no dogs at the party because they've all been ushered away because of my maddening diva demands. And that was fine, it was a lovely party. I made Frank Skinner laugh, which I was really proud of. I can't remember what the joke was. I just remember him laughing at it and me in my head thinking that was a good little moment that we had. I said goodbye to Jane and she went, thanks for coming, and I said, you too. Ah, I always do that. Saying you too to things that you shouldn't say you too to. Happy birthday. Yeah, thank you. That one always gets me. But I've got once a year so I can practice, you know, ready for the next time that happens. I'm trying to record songs for my 3rd album at the moment, and I'm producing them myself. You know what, maybe I am crap at this, but I'm going to do it anyway, because even if I do it and it's really bad, that's still better than doing nothing with my time. And John would probably agree with this as well. Like, it's good to be nervous about creative things that you're putting out. It's good to not be sure whether it's good or not, because it pushes you to work harder to make yourself as sure as you can. So then at least I've done something, and I enjoy that thought. So those are my thoughts on fear and insecurity and why you should embrace them. My celebrity Twitter follower of the week is, which is a new feature that I'm introducing on my YouTube channel, is Felicia Day, who is now following me on Twitter. She's joining Arthur Darvill up there in the Hall of Fame. I'll be honest, unless there are any other celebrity Twitterers watching, it's going to be a pretty short feature. One thing that someone asked me recently was, do you genuinely believe that anyone can change the world? And I said, yeah. Not in like an idealistic, like, anyone can change the world and achieve their dream, like a Mickey Mouse voice like I just did then. So it's not like an idealistic thing. I genuinely think it's mental if you don't think that any person can change the world, because everything around us, like everything that exists, like bookcases and the keyboard and this camera, once, before it actually existed, was just an idea that a person had. Anyone can do anything, because everything is the result of someone. There's your takeaway phrase for the week.